Hello and welcome. I'm Darren. And today we're in Black Myth Wukong. And this is a random video because I'm not really bothered about doing much gameplay or anything like that, but I just had one of those moments in a game where I've struggled on this part quite badly. I've just done 2 fights that were pretty epic, to be honest. Not probably the hardest fights I've done. I've had some fights that have been random, shouldn't have been hard, but I've just had a bad head and I've just not played it properly. I'm not reading what I'm supposed to be doing, and I've just made a complete mess of it and taken way too many attempts on what I needed. But probably this woman that I just fought on this part is one of the hardest ones for me. I don't know why, I just struggled like hell. But at the same time, this isn't an easy game for me. I played through Dark Souls 2 and 3. I really enjoyed them, but I wouldn't consider myself, a awesome Dark Souls player. I quite struggled in Elden Ring quite badly. I just can't get into it. I think if I hit it quite hard for a couple of weeks and kind of got into the groove of it, I'd probably be alright. And I feel like I've kind of gotten into the groove of this game a bit more. At the start, there was some stuff that was a bit of a struggle. But I was just playing it and I just had one of those moments where I'm like, this game is amazing. And I understand that not everyone will like it because unfortunately it's one of those styles of game that just won't suit everyone. But I find that a bit of a shame because it's a game that I think people are it's amazing, or people that haven't played it said it's shit. And I think that's unfortunate because I kind of had a moment where I thought, if someone said to me right now, what is a next-gen game, this would be my response. Black Myth Wukong. And I don't know why, but it's like when I was younger and consoles were getting released and the next console was coming, whether it was PS2 or PS3 or the Xbox, I don't even know what they were, X360 or whatever they were, and you'd always have this game that was advertised early for that next console. And it was always a game that you had those kind of, those showcases of. You had the videos coming out to show you what it would look like. And it was always like, oh my God, I need that next gen console. Look at that game. And they kind of disappointed, but they always, in, the videos that you watched, the content that was released on them, you always thought, oh my God. This game to me, I don't know why, but it feels like that. And it's not even like, look at this picture now that we're on now, and it's not like, some of it is kind of strange. I'm not sure. I haven't figured out if it's just a mixture of high and low res textures, not on purpose, or deliberate. I don't know if it's a deliberate art style. Some of it looks incredible. Some of it looks a bit janky. And I don't know why. And it kind of makes me think it's a purposeful art style. It doesn't matter because the game is so good. I don't care. Some of it looks strange, some of it doesn't, but I was in this area. So I just fought this boss. And it ended with like a cutscene that I wish I'd recorded because it ended up with me killing this kind of female Japanese, like warrior. And then she turns into this dragon. And you kind of jump on the back of it, go for this ride, stab it in the back of the neck, and then you kind of crash down on this area. And this is like obviously the dragon that you're on. And I was looking at it and thinking, oh my God, like, check this out. I know it's simple and it's dumb, but it just looks like Pearl. It looks like Pearl. And that just like blew my mind. I'm like, oh my God, how have they done that? It's like, that is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. There's stuff in this game that is like nothing I've seen before. And it's kind of a shame that some of the comments that I've kind of read on the game of people saying it's got no story, it's got no this, it's got no that. It's like, shut up, you haven't played the fucking game. Like, play the game. But you're not going to, because you don't like that kind of game. And I understand that. I don't like if people say, I don't like this type of game, it's not for me. I'd say fair enough. Like, I've got no problem with that. There's types of games that I'm never going to play because I just don't like. But at the same time, I don't say they're bad games. I just say it's not for me. But this shows kind of almost what I'm saying. It's like, when you look at the details of this dragon, which are absolutely insane, and then you look at the rock, and it's kind of weird looking. Some of it not, some of it kind of. And I don't know if there's a reason for that. It might be a performance reason. I don't know if they just crammed every single object with maximum textures and detail. If it would just be like, you know, at the moment you can probably see I'm running at 100 FPS. Maybe it would knock me down to like 50 FPS. I don't know. I mean, at least they've actually got like your snow. The snow leaves trails. I love shit like that. If you're running in a game in any type of, you know, substrate, let's say, that should leave footprints or trails, and it doesn't, that's just so like, check that shit out. That is like, some people will get this, some people won't get this, and that's fine. I wasn't going to do any content on this game. I'm still not going to do any content on this game. There's too many people that are already doing stuff like this, and that's fine. I just wanted to play the game, and that's why I haven't really done any content this weekend. But this was just one thing that I was like, that just looks incredible, and I need to do some content because I just think that's so cool. So there it is. And at the moment, we are actually riding on the back of a huge turtle, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if I need to heal up. I'm probably not going to heal up. But I don't know what will happen at the moment, so I'm going to record it for the next 20 minutes and see what happens. I don't think there's technically any more fights on this turtle back, that we're on a journey to I don't know where. We'll check it out. And it appears I just made a little friend. Some little, I don't know, there he is. Some little pig. Little furry pig dude with a pot belly. Just jumped out of that big symbol thing that I just smashed. And yeah, we're taking a ride on a huge turtle island.
The place is teeming with Yaowais. I doubt if you'll even survive to find Yellow Brow, given your meager might.
Okay.
My old friend, you must have had it rough all these years in this shithole. Rest easy. Once we're ashore, I'll take down that blasted temple to avenge you and Brother Snake.
I mean, I don't know. I think that this is kind of like, I don't know. I haven't played those games. Is this like some of like the early Final Fantasy games were like? I kind of think it probably was.
Easy there. Easy. I hear you. Dead or alive, all suffer the same. You'd be better off staying a stone. Come on, cut the whips and vines, will you? You're too old for those.
Some of the stuff in this game is off the scale.
Stay here and wait. I'll check on your snake, pal.
Right, is this guy going to actually help me do any fighting? I don't know. He seems to be kind of with me. Right, there's a shrine. If you haven't played this game and you're not playing this game, these are like save points or respawn points, and you can do quite a lot of stuff here. So you can kind of, as you can see, I can rest and I'll replenish all of my health, mana, etc. You can then travel to all the other places, all the other shrines that you've unlocked, or yeah, you can, yeah. You can set your character, so those are the current spells I have. Obviously I can change those to other spells. You can set your like spec, so the sparks are like your upgrade points, and there's a huge upgrade path. So the first one is your foundation, which you have your stamina, martial arts, which is kind of a random stuff to do with your attacks, and then your survival, and then you've got your different attacks and different stats and buffs and stuff for your different attacks or different skills to unlock. So as you can see, I'm pretty much mainly unlocking just the smash stance stuff. There's the pillar stance, which is, I think it's the one I've got unlocked at the moment. I'll quick show you, because if you're not going to play this game, then you might just be randomly watching it and you might as well see. And then thrust stance I haven't unlocked yet because I'm kind of specking other stuff first, and I'm being kind of, I'm being careful with what I put precious points into. I don't really want to start spending hours just farming to try and get points. I'm kind of getting by without having to do it, so and then yeah, you've got stats and unlocks for your spells, and then you've got more stuff. There's just a lot of stuff, lots of stuff. And then you've got your crafts. You can craft weapons. Those are the two I have unlocked at the moment, because it's a bit strange. You kind of start with that, and then you kind of unlock certain stuff, and then you get into this tree. So that's kind of, I just thought, I think that's what I just got from that boss fight. So obviously you can see I've still got stuff to unlock to be able to make that. When I can make that, that will be awesome. That I could make if I had enough will left, which is what you pick up on the way from basically killing people. And then obviously you've got your armors. So those are the masks I have available to me at the moment. And then different armor sets. So these are all armor sets that I've crafted. Now I believe I'm not far off the opportunity of being able to upgrade the stats of my armor to bring it up to current spec. So like this is what you start with. Obviously you can see the defense is 16. That's the next one you pick up, the next one you pick up, so on and so forth, until you're at kind of the one that I'm at the moment. I was using that one, Or no, sorry, that is the one I'm using at the moment. That's the only one that I haven't made, because I kind of thought the Raging Sandstorm thing is something that I'm really not that bothered about. So this is the one I'm using at the moment. That's the one that I was using beforehand, which is actually quite handy because the perfect dodge buff actually worked really well in those 2 fights I had to do. So I might end up swapping back to that one. But I believe at some point, if these are like defense of 35 or 50, I should be able to take that one up to, at a blacksmith, the same kind of defense stats as what these would be. So effectively, this that you got early on could be a good end armor if you want to upgrade. And if you want to use those stats, because the fighting in water stats are quite good. I used it a couple of times for a couple of bosses that was in water, so. And then it's the same with your arm gear and leg gear, so on and so forth. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to come out of there. This is all a bit random, but this is how in-depth this game is. It's huge. Then you've got brew, so you have a health flask, and at the moment this is what is in my health flask. So I'm using this coconut wine, and that's the stats that it gives me. I then have these 2 other things that will give buffs to certain things, so I can choose out of 2 which ones I want to use. I was using this one because I was just fighting 2 people that were giving shock damage, so obviously this increases shock resistance, so that was quite handy for those fights. Going forward, I don't know what I'll come across, but if I come across, obviously these ones are epic ones. That's for a spell that I'm not using, so not really bothered about that at the moment. That I don't really use that spell either, which is a bit annoying. This is for the immobilize spell, so I do use that one. So I'll probably change onto that one in a bit. Then you have the store where you can buy stuff. This is all stuff that you need to use to make potions, stuff to craft armor and stuff, and then obviously ready-made potions. And then, oh shit, I did it again. Once you unlock a certain part in the game, you can then make your own medicines. So once you've found the recipes for them, you can make these potions. I don't really use potions that much. They've never actually given me that much of an advantage that I can be bothered with. Let's see if this... So, yes, at the moment I have... Shit, I shouldn't have done that, because I'm locked onto the wrong guy. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to reach him. Oh, he does, look. Off he goes. I like that. He's actually come to help me. Those things still swing once they're dead, which is interesting. So yes, that was like the long staff. Oh, hold on. Is there an enemy there? Yeah. So you can charge up your heavy attacks just by keep holding the button down till it charges, which is actually quite handy for these guys, because then you can just like one hit them. And he's got the most delayed attack going. He's going to be really handy. Is he still fighting that thing? It's dead. These things actually give you... Oh, shit. Go on, you get him. He's actually quite powerful. You just took a hit. That's awesome. I love it. No, that's mine. Go and get one that I'm not. He's going to... Oh, those things up there are an absolute nightmare. They're not even bosses. And they end up taking up quite a lot of damage. Just pick up whatever this is. But yeah, this is... it's not a huge video. It's just a case of me, like, my thoughts on the game so far. I don't see me completing this game. It's just not like I'm going to say after a couple of days, this is like my review of the game. I don't even do reviews of games anyway. I don't think I'm competent to do that. But I was playing it. I've been playing it all weekend. I've been loving it. And I thought, you know what? I'll just do one video on it. This is kind of my thoughts on it so far. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Right, I want to get a heavy attack in on this dude because these things are a fucking nightmare. They're actually really high in health as well. Hopefully, with his help... Yeah, you get in there. You get stuck in. God damn it. Oh shit. I was actually wondering if it would still attack me with him attacking it, and clearly it will. Watch out, little rat dude. So, yeah, basically, even though he's around, targets will still lock onto me, which is interesting. That's fine, as long as I know. Get rid of that dude. He's still got... Oh, he has got... He must have a big charged heavy attack. Because that sounded pretty tanky, whatever he just did. What do you just fucking say? I get a feeling he's going to be a gobby little shit.
Easier you. Where the path narrows, danger lurks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, things like to knock you off paths in this game. So he is actually quite right with that. Right, okay, there's a save point here. Let's have a little quick look, because I won't carry on after the save point. Oh shit, who's he going for? Have you got that? Oh shit, that guy's got a ball and chain. Shit, I wasn't supposed to do that. Go on, you get him. So I can have a drink of my coffee. Yeah, that's going to be quite handy. I can drink coffee while he plays my game for me. You got this, little bro. Go. There's another one over there, look. There's one there. You got him? Oh, he's going to give you a big hit. He's going to fuck you up. Oh. Hold on, you just sprayed poison on him. Did you? We'll smash those and get our little bit of extra will. But yeah, it's some of it is strange. I don't know. It wasn't so obvious in the forest areas. There was some kind of odd looking textures in the forest areas. Like I said, I don't know. It's a bit like some of the... When you finish a chapter, you get a story at the end of the chapter. Basically, the chapter that you've just played through has a story. And at the end of the chapter, you get a story. And they do them in different art styles, which is awesome. It's actually really well done. It's just like a 2-minute kind of, you know, little video story, but it's really well done.
Scour all you like. It won't make a difference.
I got a feeling you can actually go back at the start menu, I believe they are. So I'd have to exit the game. I've got a feeling at the start menu, where you go to press continue or start new game, there's a little thing called music. I think there's a setting just called music, and when you click on it, it shows you can like rewatch the videos, like the cutscenes, for the chapters that you've unlocked. So really well done. It's like I can't find, other than, like I said, if you don't like this style of gameplay, it doesn't matter to you. But I can't find an issue with the game. And to be fair, it's like I've had the issues at the start with the crashing, which I had to find a fix for. If not, I would not have got through the first sector. And then since then, I've had one crash. And luckily, the one crash didn't cause any type of issue. I just reloaded the game up, and it's not like I'd lost anything or anything like that. So it wasn't really that big an issue. And then since then, it's been perfectly fine. So, I mean, you think there's a lot of games at this point from huge gaming studios that still, to this day, run like shit. So you will get people that are complaining about performance on this game, but they must be forgetting a hell of a lot of games from huge studios that still are now 2 years old and still have bugs and God knows what else. So I don't think that that's a fair criticism of this at all. And other than that, I mean, like I said, I know it is. Yeah, go on, you take him out. I don't know what those enemies are. I've not seen those before. He's got a poison thing, which is pretty cool. This is good. I like this. This guy, I've only just, holy shit, I've only just picked up this little friend, so I've not had the opportunity to just stand back and watch someone else fight for me. I don't know if he dies. It looks like he might need a hand. He's getting his ass whooped a bit. Oh shit, I'm stuck. So, yeah. There we go. That's my thoughts at the moment on this game. If somebody said to me right now, what is a next-gen game? This would be my answer. Absolutely. I don't know, just as an entire package. Like, yeah. If someone said to me, what's an AA game? Or a AAA game? This is it. I think it's an incredible game. I don't know how it will carry on, but it's the first game that I've probably in a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first Descendant I really enjoyed, and I want to get back into that game. The only problem with that game is, and it's not a big criticism, but if you're playing it solo, the challenges, you need to rely on other people being around so that you can join in. They're not really challenges in that game or tasks that you can really do, certainly at the later stages. You just can't do them solo, so you're relying on other players. This game is obviously, that's one issue that you don't have. And this is the first game in quite a while that's got me out of bed early, because I just need to get up and carry on and see how far I can get. But like I said, obviously I'm still in chapter 3. I've got a long way to go. I don't see me finishing this game for probably a couple of weeks for the amount of hours that I can put in. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I thought I'd share my thoughts so far. It might change. If they do change, then I will obviously update my thoughts on the game. But so far, yeah, absolutely loving it. Incredible game. Hugely in depth. Loads to do. It's not as linear as probably what people think. There are separate paths you can take. There are side quests that you can take. Will you shut up? I'm trying to talk.
Are we so rushed that you can't hear my whole story?
Yes, I am. Yes. Shut it. Ugly little shit. So, yes, there are like side quests in the game that you can ignore and you can just go straight for the kind of the main path to the main boss, to the next boss.
Next time, stick it out to the end and save me the extra back and forth. The celestial deities above, the turtle and snake generals on Shenwu, and the... Plug your ears to my tales, and you'll be sore for it.
Shut up, you stupid little pig. Yes, so you can ignore the obviously the quests and the separate paths with the separate bosses and go for the main quests to progress in the game as fast as you can. But if you do the side tasks, you will unlock stuff that will help you with the main bosses. And because my skills aren't amazing, I am doing...
For your knowledge, I'll take my...
He's still going.
The celestial deities above,
Yeah, because my skills aren't great,
on the Shenwu,
I'm kind of
four captains.
going for the side quests and unlocking
Once that wicked
the stuff that I need to help to help myself get through the big hard boss fights. So that's it. I'm gonna go because that dude just will not shut up. Right, hold on. Nah, I can't damage him. Damn, that was the big headbutt charge. So I'm gonna go because he's just gonna start ratting on in a minute. And yeah, that's my thoughts so far. Black Myth Wukong, absolutely killer game. And I will catch you in the next one.